So in blue, I opened Selesnya guild pack. By the way, here's my dice. Yeah,
there we go.
Yeah. So it looked early on, just opening the packs, it looked like I might want to splash blue. So I'm gonna go through these and see which ones are useful. This guy can be helpful because he's a mill card if I get enough walls.
Doorkeeper?
But yeah,
Is that what it's called?
yeah. This is just another wall for that deck.
Yeah.
Mizium skin probably isn't going to do it for me. And the mill cards, yeah, probably not. But I do have 3 that look entirely playable. Void Wielder, he's a horned turtle that bounces a creature, which is very good, but for 5 mana. Rune Wing, flyer that draws a card when it dies. Solid. And then Inaction Injunction. This card, just sorcery, detain a creature, draw a card. Decent. So those are all playable.
We should maybe set this up to where maybe you put the cards in the middle that you're gonna you're thinking are playable. Yeah. Okay. Like if you're gonna review a card, put it here so I get a better angle on it. Sure. Yeah. And of course the gold is good.
Yeah, we'll go through that last. Okay. So black. Okay, I'll go through the red next, because I doubt I'm going to play much of it
this week.
Yeah, Destroy a Lamb, put a 1/1 into play, it's no good. Lobber Cruise, a defender, but doesn't look that good. Random Beater. It destroys an artifact when it comes in though, so it's almost Stomp Power, which is decent. That guy's pretty good, he's a solid finisher, he has first strike, so that's nice. Annihilating Fire, this one's actually playable. Yeah, but it's double red, so I'm probably not going to be able to get there. And then those 2 are just big dumb animals, so... Yeah, red is just there for 1 removal spell and some beat down on the high end, so... Yeah, probably not going to make it, but we'll keep it in mind.
Do you know how to zoom on this yet?
Yes, it's to move this back and forth.
Move that back and forth?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
I'll make it a lot easier.
Sure. Okay, black cards. Thrill-Kill Assassin is very, very playable.
Yes, zoom is better.
Yeah, okay. Thrill-Kill Assassin is very playable.
Touch unleash, yeah.
You want to tilt that a little to get it kind of, or I guess I can.
Yeah, you want to do it like that? That would be better, actually.
Okay.
It puts it like parallel in frame.
Sure. So Thrill-Kill Assassin is totally playable if we want to splash black, and we might be able to do that with some of the lands that we got, but we'll see what happens. Dark Revenant, probably not so much. It's kind of has a bit of a drawback, but we'll see. Mind Rot, absolutely not playable. Cremate, maybe, but...
I disagree with you on Mind Rot.
Yeah.
Mind Rot's good in certain decks.
Yeah.
It's, I mean, like, if you have other discard spells, Mind Rot is really good.
Yeah, but I don't think we're going to have enough. Terrace Worm is a giant fatty with Scavenge. Like, he's decent. Like, he's maybe playable. Perilous Shadow, this guy is very good because of this right here. It only costs 1 black to pump the shade. That's very nice. So, that's playable as well. Launch Party, not so much. I mean, it destroys a creature, so, like, it's on the edge. Shrieking Affliction, no, I don't think so. Yeah, it's just a Dirtle enchantment.
No, it's a constructed card.
Yeah. Ultimate price, flat removal. Like, it's good. It's playable. Stab Wound, insane. This card's very, very good. We actually have some really good black cards here, so that may be a possible splash. And then there's 2 Drain Pipe Vermin here. It's okay, but not great. So, but these cards, these are. We'll leave these 4 as being 100% playable, and these 2 is kind of fringe. So that's a possibility. Okay. How about the white cards? What we got? Sunspire Griffin, 2/3 for 3 with flying. That's great. I love it. Eyes in the Sky. I need populate cards, and this card is very good. So as long as I have enough stuff, it'll be decent. So that's there. Tristani's Judgment, expensive, but it's a removal that says populate. So that is probably going to happen. Phantom General, also very good.
Tokens.
Yeah, he gives all the other tokens. We got a couple of trained cats, and those are bad. So we're not going there. Seller of Songbird, she puts a token into play, but she may not be exactly where we want to go. She's going to sideline.
Okay, that's fine. I was filming it, so I didn't know if I was going to use it or not, but I'm actually ended up standing, so.
Concordia Pegasus. This card is good. I mean, it's got the fat butts. It doesn't have the 2 power, but it's a flyer for 2. So yeah, it's good. Another Griffin, very good. Rootbound defense, also very good. It says populate, and it makes my dudes indestructible.
It can be a blowout.
Combat tricks, arrest, insane. Maybe the best removal spell in the format. It's very, very good. We'll be playing that. Swift Justice, another good removal spell. Very good. I like it. Second Tristani's Justice, possibly playable, and Soul Tithe. Probably not going to happen, but the rest of the white is super good.
It can be pretty good, I think. It just depends.
Yeah. So this white, all of these white cards are very good. So yes, the opening the guild pack helped us a lot. We got some decent cards in there. Okay, let's look at the green cards. Centaur's Herald, very good. Yeah, it turns into a 3/3. Like you play it on turn 1. Maybe you walk with it later and then make a 3/3 beast out of it. Yeah, for just 3. So
it's pretty good.
It's very good. Archweaver, fatty, boom booms. Reach, trample, 5/5. It's playable, but we'll see if we have the mana to do it. Urban Burgeoning, bad. Don't think about it. Rebelback Rhino, hexproof 3/4 for 5. Like, that's solid. It's not bad. Aerial Predation, maybe like one of those is playable in the main deck. It's not a bad card. Destroys a flyer, gains 2 life, and you can always play it in the sideboard.
Yeah.
Drudge Beetle, very good. It's a 2 mana guy that has a random upside sometimes. If you live far enough to go to 6, like you can actually use it. Slime Molding, this card is very good with populate. Late in the game, you can just make a 5/5 and then start churning them out.
Oh yeah,
it's pretty
that's
sweet. Drudge Beetle, another one, good. Brush Strider, a 3/1 for 2 mana, also good. He also has Vigilance for some reason, even though he's just going to trade with stuff. A second Herald, very good. Burgeoning is still bad. Monitor, 3/3 with Trample for 4, and you can scavenge stuff onto him. You can scavenge him when he's in the graveyard. He seems good. Got a Dead Bridge Goliath. That card is solid. 4 mana for a 5/5.
That's sweet.
Yeah, very, very good. Second Aerial Predation.
Those are the flyer decks.
Yeah.
Got 2 of them.
Horncaller's Chant. So this is the one that puts 2 rhinos into play, more or less. It puts a 4/4 into play and then populates. The 4/4's got trample, by the way. It's a good card.
Yeah.
Here's another rare we got in green, Wild Beastmaster. Whenever she turns sideways, everything gets XX, where X is her power until end of turn. So I might play her. She fills out the curve. If I have any way to pump her, then she'd be a lot better. Yeah. She works pretty well with Scavenge though, so it's a possibility. And another Monitor, like another very playable green card on curve. So
it fits in 4.
It looks like the curve is shaping up to be very good in this green-white deck. So we'll set those aside for now. Almost all of those are playable except for the Burgeoning. So all right, and here we go to the gold cards. Centaur Healer, very good card. A 3/3 for 3 with some random upside.
Centaur
doesn't matter.
Courser, but better.
Yeah. Heroes Reunion, unplayable. Grove of the Guardian. This is my promo. We'll probably play it. We'll see.
It seems solid.
It makes a giant creature.
Is it?
So you have to tap 5 lands, and 2 other creatures that are untapped to put an 8/8 token with Vigilance into play. So it's
if your mana's good, why not? You know?
Yeah.
I mean, like it doesn't really hurt anything if your mana's good.
Right. We'll see.
And it can be good, and with all the populate stuff you have.
Right. Yeah. Speaking of populate stuff, how about an enchantment that does it every upkeep?
Oh yeah.
We've got not 1, but 2 of that card. I don't know if I play 2, but I very well might with all the token making that I have. So just because if we don't want to fill up on things that don't actually impact the board when they come into play.
Sure.
So we'll see. We'll see where we stand. Sundering Growth, very good card. Maybe sideboard, maybe main deck. Destroys an artifact or enchantment, then populates. That's just square. It's an awesome card. At this point, we're green-white, so we're going to kick everything else out. Electromancer is good, but not really that good. The Troll is, it's a good blocker, but that's not really where we want to be.
It's grindy.
If we splash black, Dreg Mangler is a very good card.
Yep.
3/3 with haste and scavenge. Like he's just solid. That could be playable.
4/3.
Red black. We're just not gonna get there. Another Centaur Healer, very good. Blister Coil weird. He's not where we want to be. Carnival Hellsteed. This is a card that I would consider splashing for.
It's pretty good.
It's a 2-color splash, and I don't think we have any way to do it, but it's a very good card. So, all right, Dramatic Rescue. It's unsummoned for 2, and you gain 2 life. Like, if I play blue, I'll play this card. Courser's Accord. This puts a 3/3 Centaur into play and then populates for 6. That's totally playable. Hall of the Conclave. This is where we want to be. Watch Wolf, but as a token, which means we can populate it. Yep. Treasure Find, it's not bad. We just return, it's just regrowth.
Can be good.
Yeah. Grizzly Salvage, this card is very good. If we play black, we're definitely playing this card.
Okay, yeah.
We look at the top 5, and then we get to pick a land or a creature. Hussar Patrol, a flash creature for 4 that blocks really well. If we play blue, we're playing it. Azorius Charm, this is a reason to play blue. This card is very, very good.
Yep. It's so, like your second heroes, or what was that, Dramatic Rescue?
A Dramatic Rescue, yeah.
Yeah, it's like
we get to tempo someone, we can gain life in the late game or mid game and blow people out in a race situation. Or we can just draw a card.
Land.
Yeah. So we'll see. 3 mana 2/2 flyer that we can play for white or blue. If we play, yeah, I know, right? If we play blue, we're playing it, and then a decent removal spell for red black, but we probably won't play that.
Which one's that?
So Skullrend.
What's it do?
It deals 2 damage each. Oh, I'm sorry, it's not a removal spell. My bad.
It's a discard spell.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, it's a good late game discard spell. You aren't gonna.
Grizzly Salvage, Treasure Find. Those are the only ones that we may or may not play. So, all right, let's talk about the mana fixing. So we have 2 Selesnya Guild Gates, so solid. We have 1 Golgari Guild Gate and 1 Hallowed Fountain, along with a Rakdos Guild Gate. But
pretty good.
The Hallowed Fountain makes me want to lean towards blue, but we're gonna have to impact out which one's more powerful, blue or black. So let's lay those cards out side by side right now and see where we want to be. Drag Mangler.
You're gonna start with a curve in green white, and then you're gonna move to.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Yeah, let's do that.
That's probably the best plan. That's usually how I do it.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I think it's kind
Let's
of
do that.
aggro.
Then you kind of see what your needs are.
Yeah. Okay.
Good creatures. That's pretty good. I've been hearing good things about playing with cards.
I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get this curve. But
Sure.
I'll try.
Okay. Yeah.
Do my best.
Okay.
Where I did
This is 8 mana.
Alright, so we got
4 mana. 4 mana. 5. 7, 8. This is an X spell. 2 couple of 1-drops. 2, 2, 2, and another 3 mana spell. Okay, so let's check out our whites. Okay, populate target.
Like my deck's probably
2 6 mana removal spells.
You're also walking like
Another good 4-drop. Another good 4-drop. 2 good 3-drops. Another 2-drop. Here, and here.
So you're dividing it into spells and creatures and curve.
Yeah,
Okay.
exactly.
Gotcha.
Yep. So
all your shock lands, asshole.
That seems like a good idea. I mean,
Yeah.
that way you know how many creatures you have.
right.
You don't
So
want to play too few.
we need to be a creature heavy deck. So let's go ahead and throw the green white cards in first. Before we do anything else.
Gold cards seem so
Yeah,
good.
Right. Oh yeah, this is 6 mana. Let's put this over
But it
here.
costs 4. I only count creatures.
Call.
7 mana first strike haste.
Okay. And then 2 4-mana enchantments. Okay. Alright. Okay, we got some cuts to make.
Yeah, you got a lot of cards.
Yeah, we may not even need to play another color, but I kind of want to for the power level, but
I think Xanac of Lotus.
we'll see.
So I think you have a fountain and you have 2 gates?
Yeah, 2 Selesnya gates.
I think you can pull off like a fountain and 2 islands.
Yeah.
Or 3 islands maybe, because those guild gates are going to be really good.
Right.
Like, so it's not going to matter as much. And then you maybe can just play the Charm and the Heroes Rescue, I believe.
I can see that.
Like, that seems pretty solid.
Here, no.
Dramatic Rescue, something like that. Street Rescue.
Yeah, I don't think this is high impact enough to actually make it in the deck. It only lasts for a turn.
Yeah.
And the Rune Wing is.
I say you play
decent.
the Bounce guy, though.
Yeah.
That guy is going to be a solid tempo advantage. You get a blocker out of the way. You know?
Let's see here. This is 6, 7. Okay, so the Horncollar's Chant might be too expensive since we don't have any ramp. So I may want to go ahead and cut that.
Okay.
Archweaver, same thing. I don't know if we'll need it, to be completely honest.
You have a 4-cost 5/5.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So that may be just too big. It's got trample and reach, which is nice, but we'll come back to it if we need it. The 6 mana, a sorcery I want to play. The 2 Tristane's Judgments, those are late game. Those are very, very good in the late game.
Yeah, maybe not both, but
Yeah. The aerial predations, maybe sideboard.
that seems to be the
And same way with the sundering growth, so we can go ahead and shove those 3 to the board. Let's see. What do we got? So here, Seller of Songbirds is kind of unimpressive. I mean, she's 3 mana, she puts 2 bodies in play, but the 1/1 birds aren't really what I want to be populating. I don't know. The 1/1 bird might not be too bad since I have so many creatures with scavenge that I can just play for green.
yeah, I mean, it could be really good. I mean, like, it depends on your matchup.
Yeah.
Like, that might be a sideboard card that comes in with the card that destroys the
Every
flyers.
turn past turn.
Something like that. Like, if you're getting, blown out by a, blue-white flying
I
deck.
don't know.
Right.
Plus, I have
what are we
the
looking at here? 1, 2,
Jack
3,
Menace
4,
just
5,
for-
6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's
7, 8, 9,
I can't
10,
mean.
12,
Your heaviest on 3 in your curve.
right.
29
Playing 3
spells, so we gotta cut quite a few without. Again, I don't know. I think I may only want to play 1 growing ranks.
I think.
Think so?
Like I've got.
It's like, well, if you're putting a token to play on 3, then I think you can play 2.
Yeah,
If you're doing it
that's fair.
consistently,
I guess
it
it's
just
a
depends if you're doing it consistently or not.
Yeah.
If you aren't doing it consistently, then maybe you only play 1.
Okay.
I think that's how you make
Should
that
be
call.
should be okay. Yeah, I
Kills
don't
1/1
I don't
birds.
see. I mean, I can do it with slime mold, like here. I can do it with slime mold, cellar, and call, and with the centaur heralds on 3.
Get those in on
So
3.
yeah,
That's pretty solid. I mean, so
Yeah.
turn 4, you don't have any action, but turn 5 you start shelling out a 3/3 every turn.
Yeah.
Like, that's almost unbeatable.
all right. I can see
It's
it.
like it's like on turn 4 you're casting Garrick,
Yeah.
and then turn
Yeah.
turn
I was
5
surprised how low
you're already
the
making
angels
tokens.
are
Right.
So
I'll buy it. It
it's kind
seems
of like
good.
making a Garrick.
I think the Beastmaster's gonna get the axe. I don't think she's good enough. I think we're gonna be fine without her.
Yeah, you don't have giant growth or anything, right?
Right. Okay, so let's say we're playing blue. Let's add the blue spells that we had back. So the Azorius Charm definitely comes in.
I don't think any Dyna chart.
Possibly the Flyer and Dramatic Rescue. So I don't know if we need the tempo from Dramatic Rescue with what we can really do here.
You're just probably gonna, but you're gonna ground and pound. But
Yeah.
like maybe sometimes you need to get a guy out of the way. It
Yeah.
just depends. So
It
your
also
deck might have
kills
so many
tokens.
creatures that you don't even need it.
Yeah, but I think that's probably where we're at right now.
But is there an interaction with it? Enters the battlefield play or anything like that?
Not outside Cellar of Songbirds. Well, Centaur Healers, but that's only 3 life. Like I don't think that's
Yeah, you
worth
don't get
it.
another token or anything.
Exactly, yeah. I don't think that's gotcha. So Dramatic Rescue's out. Azorius Charm is very, very good. I think we're gonna keep that one. This looks
Discard an instant or sorcery.
pretty good. I think this is where I want to be, but man, these black cards are very good. Like these are basically these would pretty much be the 3 that I would splash.
You get these in here? Okay, stab wound for 3.
Stab Wound is
Drag
so
Mangler.
good.
What's the third one?
Ultimate Price, the destroy target monocle.
Okay, yeah, it is pretty solid.
They're very, very good cards, but I have slightly better fixing for blue than I do black. So it's probably the blue for ease of fixing here. Unfortunately,
If you even need it though, I mean,
right? I mean, I've got.
you might just be white green though.
I could, yeah. I think I want to play. I want to play the Azorius Charm if absolutely nothing else. And then the Vassal Soul is fine. This guy may be too ambitious.
I don't know, man. That can be really effective.
He's, yeah. I mean, it's same. But he'd be almost the same effect as playing the Dramatic Rescue, though.
Yeah.
So-
4 mana.
I guess he's only 1/4 body,
Yeah,
and
exactly.
you don't really have tricks with him.
Yeah.
So I'd actually probably I'd cut him for dramatic rescue.
That's
If
fair.
he had a better body on him,
And like it can trade with
even if
a
he
lot
was
of
a
things in
2/2,
here.
I think I'd play him.
Yeah. All right.
Have a gate.
So what do we got here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. I have to cut 7 cards.
It's just a
I
one.
think you start with the high end, try to slim it out maybe.
But like this card is so good. But I guess the Tristani's Justices.
3 Centaur and then populate for 6.
Yeah, like
So 2, 6, 6, 2, 3, or 6 power for 6 mana.
yeah.
Like, what is, whenever you
pretty
cast
solid.
this for a sorcery,
Right.
it's +1/+1 on
I may not like. I may not even be getting there though. Like that may not even be how these games play out.
Now it looks like you got so much early game that I don't know if the late game's gonna matter.
Right.
Like plus like you have so much the growing ranks.
Yeah.
You have so much late game power from that. Almost.
Yeah. I think if I play the blue, I don't need to play the judgments, even though they populate late in the game and exile a creature. Like
playing an
I
ogre
don't know.
deal breaker with 2 gates.
Maybe I just cut the blue entirely and just play green white.
I think
Yeah,
2 is the
I can see
minimum
that.
you can play in.
These are good cards, but I think I have enough good cards.
It's just gonna complicate things more
Exactly.
probably.
Yeah.
Because he's really not good at
Yeah.
It does lower your curve a bit though.
It does, but I.
It's too bad you don't have the Celestine Charm.
Right. Yeah. If I had Celestia Charm, that'd be a no-brainer. This is definitely staying. This is staying with all the populate that I have. This card's good. That may be on the chopping block. I kind of want a way to finish games though, like something
thinking
big.
of doing that.
But I think maybe I just like
Growing ranks it kinda is
maybe
though.
just
Well,
token
like,
them. Maybe you just
I have 3 blue-white.
token them out.
It's a dude every turn,
just
like
don't
it's just
have,
gonna overwhelm. Too bad you don't have an overrun.
Right. Yeah.
Overrun's good in your
I
deck.
wish. I wish.
That's white. Like,
But you kind
I
of do
don't
have an
really have
overrun,
any
but
blue
unfortunately it has 1 power.
The Rootbound Defense is another populate card, and I think I need to run as many of those as I can
Dramatic
that
Rescue, and
are you know
Skymark drop.
a decent casting cost.
I think-
Especially if I play this grove.
Black is
Like
solid enough
if I
that
can
don't
crack that
need it.
and then start populating
Yeah,
2
it's-
growing. I think that makes 2 growing.
Yeah,
ranks
that
worth
just makes
playing.
it undefeatable
Yeah.
end game.
Right, but okay.
Yeah, I
we
think
gotta
you just
cut
try
cards,
to try to streamline it probably. Just cut out the big stuff if you can.
I guess.
So, like, it's just gonna be so late game.
We'll
Like you're gonna be so good in the early game, it's not gonna.
we'll see how it works without any fatties. This guy's very good with all the tokens we can make. This creature with trample is very good, and then the Dreadbore back to life. Like I think I have to play all these. Like the 4s are very good.
Yeah, they look solid.
So that's 3. So I need to cut 4 more cards.
You might be able to cut one of those 4s. You look a little 4 heavy.
That's 24.
Maybe I'm wrong.
That's 24.
24.
And if yeah, but I don't have any mana creatures, so my curve
You want
stopping
to?
at 5. I think I want 17 lands.
Yeah, you need 17.
Pretty sure I want 17. So I could cut one of the monitors. This is scavenge cost is 7. That's a little high.
It's a 4 cost 3/3, right?
Yeah, with trample. Let's see.
This is good. Slime.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure once you
Swift
get
Justice is a perfect trick.
Right. I think it's probably right.
Heralds are good.
It's probably right to cut a 4-drop here.
The question is, like, do you think maybe the Songbirds?
The seller of songbirds. I mean, she puts a token in to populate, and like if nothing else, I can just start over. If I get both these down after playing that, like I can just start completely overrunning in the air, especially with these. This card makes this card very good.
That's true. You got like Lingering Souls, Drug Skull Captain.
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly.
I
So
think Demon Glee's good.
I think I think it comes down to cutting like Concordia Pegasus, since I can't boost it, or one of the monitors.
Okay, that's a 1/3 for 2.
Yeah, with flying.
I don't know. Your early D might be important against those Rakdos decks.
That's true. That's very true.
Especially when you're going to play Growing Ranks and you're going to have any other action for the turn.
Yeah. Okay.
Maybe you want.
So these are going to be very good against Rakdos. The Centaur Healers
Yeah.
are going to be solid.
Well, even the Cellar is going to be good against decks. You can just
Right.
make dudes and chump.
Right, yeah. I make a bird to populate with her, and then
Yeah.
So let's go ahead and cut one of the monitors to even out the curve. Make this the bell shape that I always like to talk about. So we go here, we put them all together. This is what our curve looks like, and that's pretty solid.
Yeah.
I think that's pretty good. We're pretty resistant to removal with all the populate we have, and this. So I think this is what we're gonna go with. I'm gonna grab some lands. I'm gonna sleeve this beast up. We're gonna see what happens. All right. Thanks a lot, Grant. Appreciate you
problem,
helping
man.
out.